My name is Kurt, and I am living through the zombie apocalypse. So fucked up as hell. It's true. We are about a year, maybe a year and a half into this now. I've been on my own for the last 6 months of that. I'm making this recording from Saskatchewan, Canada. It's about the middle of October. You can probably see my breath. It's starting to get cold out already. I have set myself up in an old RV that I found in a vehicle wrecking yard outside of a small town. Actually set up quite a bit better than I was last year. Last winter was tough. Winter's kind of a big deal where I'm at. But the big advantage is that zombies freeze. They freeze solid in the winter. I don't know what else to say. That's it for now. Okay, I am just about to make a run into town. It is a couple kilometers away, so it'll be like a good half-hour hike, but it is doable. This time of year, before too much of the snow's fallen, I am basically just doing my best to accumulate as many canned goods and non-perishable type supplies as I can, just to cut down on the amount of times I have to make the run back into town. When I do go into town, I take a gravel road that'll take me in. I mean, you can use the highway, but there's a spot that is all blocked off with vehicles. And the last time I was through there, I ran into a couple unfriendlies, so I stick to the gravel road now. I'm going to be checking out a place that I have been before, and just getting more shit.
Is anybody in Ireland here who's okay and who's seen my little sister? I don't have a photograph. She's kind of small for her age. We were travelling together and I lost her. Please, if you see her, get back to me and tell her I'm so sorry.
Following the advice of Kurt East, he encouraged me to share a video about ourselves and our situations and what's going on, what we are living, we are feeling, whatever. So this is the first video that I made, and I hope that we can share some information with each other. So before everything happened, before all of this, it's them out there. I'm in my living room and there's a window over here and I can hear them walking outside, and no matter how many time pass, I will never get used to the sounds of those fucking creatures. It just makes me laugh. So as I was saying, I was a photographer before everything this shit happened. I was kind of an indoor person. I like to be at home, and ironically now I have to be at home all the time. I made an excursion yesterday outside. So I got trapped in a construction building. I had to stay there after sunset because those fucking creatures were surrounding the building. They could not see me, but they knew that I was there. they could smell me, I don't know, they could sense that there's someone there. There was no way that they could get where I was. I was on the third floor. Too many stairs, too many obstacles. I knew that they wouldn't reach me, but in order for me to come back, I needed to go down. I had to wait a long time before they decided to go away after the sunset. But I still had to wait about 3 hours maybe after the sunset. Made my way back home in total darkness. This is terrifying. I just lost track during the event, and I don't know if there's a safe place. Maybe they are thinking that I am dead too, somewhere. Just don't know where my family is. Just lost everyone. I think it's okay. So I kind of talk to myself. It makes me feel alive. I can spend my life in silence. I have any light and electricity in here for quite a while. I have, I'm not sure. It's a kind of a machine that can generate power. A generator, I think that's the name. The thing is, it makes a lot of noise, and I'm not sure if that is safe to bring it inside. One thing that I notice, I don't know if this happens to you. I don't feel the shock or the fear, the constant fear that I felt some weeks ago, some months ago. I don't feel terrified every day, all day. I just don't care. But I'm alone. Right now I'm alone. And sometimes I just sit for hours doing nothing. I try not to make too much noise when I cough, but sometimes it's impossible.
I never fit in before all this. Not really. Obsessed with the 90s, I felt like I'd been born a generation late. When this all finally hit, I can't pretend I hadn't rehearsed what I'd do when this happened. I used to watch zombie movies all the time. I was in class, and when a teacher walked in missing an arm and with his guts hanging out, I was one of the few who made it out of the school and out to the parking lot. I saw some really horrible shit on the way to my car. When I finally got to my parents' place, they were already packing up their car. I guess they'd been trying to text and call, but service had gone down, and they couldn't get a hold of me. They were happy to see me, but immediately pissed when I said I was going to my girlfriend's place. I know. It was high school shit, and I wasn't thinking straight. They eventually left, without me. But I never got to my girlfriend. I never saw my family alive again. When I stopped by my father's apartment a while later, I didn't expect to find him there. He was dead. A knife jammed into his head behind the ear. I don't know what happened to him. After that, I kind of roamed solo for a while until I stumbled into the community I currently call home.